Hello everyone, this is Voltage Development, and I apologize that this is not going to be a tutorial video. Unfortunately, I've been having some technical difficulties when recording tutorial videos, and because of these technical issues, it's become a bit annoying that I have to try and deal with them just to deliver the tutorial videos. It does get annoying, and I really do hate it when technology fails, when I'm trying to deliver something that's important and helpful for you guys. Now, because of this and another thing, I am not going to be recording for a while for this channel at least. And the other thing that's making me do this is because I want to take a break from both this channel and my main gaming channel, because I feel like both of them have been getting in the way of me actually making a game. Because I've been making all these tutorials on how you guys can make a game to help you guys in your own projects, but it's time that I actually made a game myself and actually helped myself with my own projects, and that's mainly why I've been making these tutorials. I I mean, they have been mainly for you guys to help you guys with your projects, but they've also been to help me with my projects. Like if I were to try and look up something on how to do this, and if it was like complicated, then I would look at my own videos to help me with my own projects. So I've simplified it for myself, and it just makes it easier on me. I just wanted to say though, thank you so much for enjoying the type of tutorials that I've been making, and I really do hope that they actually help you out with your projects. Now, I have not been able to actually do Clickteam Fusion 2.5 tutorials because I haven't felt motivated to actually come back to Clickteam in a while, and I know that I've said to people that I would consider doing tutorials for Clickteam, like standalone tutorials, or like how to make a Sonic game, or the 8-bit section on FNAF. But just Clickteam in a whole just kind of puts me off, and I think the only part of Clickteam that actually puts me off of using it is how they deal with animation. And the way that they deal with animation, especially when you're programming the animation into the events, you have to like do a start animation, change animation, and then the way they do it's very confusing. And years ago I thought I nailed it, but it seems as though I still haven't nailed it. So I don't like using Clickteam for that matter, and I like using stuff if they're easy, make sense, and if they don't make sense then they don't work, I stop using them. When I do come back, although, I'm thinking about making tutorials maybe for a game engine called GDevelop. If any of you have ever heard of it, then cool. If you haven't, then GDevelop is one of those 2D game engines that is kind of like Clickteam Fusion, where it's actually pretty easy to, uh, it's pretty easy to navigate around the interface of the game engine, and it's also kind of easy to understand the basics of how to do objects and events, functions, and stuff like that. I may also do tutorials for Construct too, but I don't know if I'm going to do tutorials for Construct because the output of Construct is only to HTML5, unless Construct 3 like outputs to .exe as well. I'm not sure, but I think Construct outputs to only HTML5. Now that would be awesome if you were aiming to make a 2D game for I don't know, just an easy way to access the game through the internet. But if you just want to like make a game in which people can download and play without internet connection, Construct 2 wouldn't really be your go-to game engine. So that's why I'm saying GDevelop, because GDevelop is actually free and open source as well. So it's so much better than Clickteam Fusion. Even though Clickteam Fusion, it does deal with things in a very easy way, and I've used GDevelop, and I don't know, it just seems easier to use than Clickteam, and the animation system seems kind of easy to understand a bit. Now with Construct, I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, my recommendation would be to use GDevelop, and I might actually do tutorials on GDevelop. Now, when I do come back, there's a likelihood that I won't be recording any more Unity or Unreal Engine tutorials. Now, the reason is not because I don't want to help you out, it's because I really, really do, but the reason is because those two game engines are very demanding of my PC. They take up a lot of my CPU, and because recording takes up a lot of CPU, it slows my computer down. If, for example, like the game engine wasn't using up all of my CPU, then I probably would be okay recording it. But since it does, I am unable to, so that's another reason why I want to make a game, because I want to see how far I can go with the current PC that I have, which I've had for about 5 years now and I haven't upgraded yet. Anyway guys, I think that's going to clear up for this video, so thank you so much for watching. I can assure you I will be back at some point. I don't know when, but I will be back at some point, I promise you that. And just take care everyone, and make sure that you stay safe, stay in your homes, and keep yourself distance from other people so that you don't get, infected by the terrible virus that's been going around. So yeah, stay in your homes, make sure that you wash your hands, and I will come back at some point. So goodbye everybody.